right on the money, I guess.
Glad to have you with us.
Hello, boys and girls. I'm Flipper55 with Fat Finger Gaming, and welcome to Fat Finger Gaming's first 32, the absurd 32-team playoff for the 2015 season. Today, New Mexico, Ohio State, both 10-2 records. However, the records do not, should not, and have not say that these guys are equal in talent.
Leads the team out on the field for the first drive.
All right, I have absolutely
tackle at the 34-yard line. New Mexico's not only looking to win this one, but they could set.
New Mexico can't even win the coin toss.
First of all, you want to win the football game.
Oh God, I like the one. There used to be a line in here. I can't. Maybe it was Madden, in which somebody says it was close. This game's been close up until kickoff.
Great recognition by the quarterback to find the hot receiver.
But look at this, New Mexico drive it on Ohio State. Good option play. Oh God, look at this. Lamar Jordan, second removed cousin of Michael Jordan.
From the 43-yard line, first down.
Last time we saw New Mexico actually got up on Hawaii and could not do anything for the rest of the game. Hawaii actually beat them in the Midwest Conference Championship, 17-13, I believe. Cryptic has joined us, our resident Virginia Tech fan. Virginia Tech only one loss on the year, but unfortunately drew Alabama in the first round. That ought to be interesting. Now, we did, of course, see a little preview of them when we did our simulation. They were in the Chick-fil-A Bowl against each other, and it was Virginia Tech who did win. So there is definite hope for the Hokies that they will be able to win. Speaking of hope, New Mexico driving down on the Buckeyes. Getting inundated now with links and
this play is number 8 on the drive.
And banners and gold and rigged. Titan Moore with a rig. What? Hold it! Don't give me this. So hold it now, Titan. You say the only way for you to take back your case of it being rigged is New Mexico winning, yet New Mexico is driving, and now you're still calling rigged. You're killing me. Oh, big hit. This is going to be hard.
And this is the 10th play of the drive.
Say what? All right, so this is interesting. So Diamond says, there's a dude my dad used to work with. His name is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. No.
Goal from the 5. Let's see if they can put this one in.
So that was just his name, correct? I mean, not saying that he worked with Kareem, but you're just
at the 2-yard line. Looks like the defense was in man coverage there, fellas, and that's why they stopped that screen.
Yeah, and when the secondary isn't dropping back into zone,
and of course, New Mexico cannot stick it in. Going to have to kick a field goal. That, of course, is going to be troublesome.
Take the lead with this field goal.
I would have gone for it. You got to go. You drive that far down, you get down to the 2-yard line, you might as well just go for it. Because you know if you don't punch it in, Ohio State, the only way you can get Ohio State to get nervous is just get up on them, get them up by a touchdown. You give them any hope that they can blow you out of the stadium, they will. So now we're getting, never mind, it's not rigged from Titan.
He's gobbled up in the backfield.
Basically, Titan is under protest right now.
Head on and drove him back straight into the runner.
He had Florida going on to a couple rounds. They just lost to Notre Dame in a game in which, if you're watching on YouTube, I forgot to capture, which further adds to the conspiracy theory. It was our first shutout in the tournament. It happened to be our first game of this tournament. First time anybody's been shut out. Second time someone's been shut out in Fat Finger Gaming. The first team to get shut out was actually Ohio State beating Michigan. I think it was 45-0. It was either 45-0 or just 40-0.
I think he just put too much on the football. His receiver was open. He just misfired.
Gibson back to return it. He really got a hold of that one. And he's tackled.
Oh, okay. So I misread. Because this is actually funnier. Okay, I gotta get back to Titan. Titan's still pushing the conspiracy theory. So this is actually funny. So, Diamonds wrote, I misread. It wasn't Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Titans, or not Titan. Sorry, I'm getting so beat up over this conspiracy theory. It's not even funny. So Diamond actually said that his friend worked with a dude, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, which to me is even funnier. Because that's just great. That's just absolutely great. It's like difference between Transformers and GoBots. Just not the right thing. Anyways, I have no idea why I just brought that up, but that's besides the point. Actually, no, the better one was I wanted Transformers, and my grandmother got me a Transform Bot, which was not even a GoBot. So it wasn't a Transformer, it wasn't a GoBot, it was a Transform Bot, which was even generically generic, which is beautiful. Anyways, so that's too damn funny.
The Lobos saw one of their top players go down.
And now Titans, now to get back to the conspiracy theory, is the Titan remarks, you destroyed the tapes on the day of the investigation. You damn straight. I got a shredder right here. I got a fireplace. Everything's gone. I got a demagnetizer. Every exit in my house, there is a huge electromagnet that has been concealed. So when the feds try to walk out with my hard drives, you will just fritz the living hell out of any hard drive you try to take out of this house.
Second down, 14 coming up here. Ball
True story.
41. Runs outside for a nice gain. He keeps it on the option and picks up maybe 4. Third down.
Fat Finger Gaming in cahoots with Hillary. You damn straight. I'm the one who actually owns her server.
Setting up blockers, her running back's got it on the
I own her server. I got rid of all the Benghazi things. I know where all the skeletons are buried. Let me tell you something. If you just once went out and partied with Bill Clinton, you would be in cahoots with Hillary as well. So I don't want to hear it from any of y'all.
And while they are behind, they know they can knot things up in a heartbeat. It's way too early to change your game plan.
Everybody under protest. Yes, Slidergate in full effect here. Oh, good throw. Good catch. Good run. Dontre Wilson down to the 42-yard line. Here comes Ohio State. The option may be killing it. The thing is, the option is getting yardage. It's just not putting the ball in the end zone, which is exactly what you're going to have to do against Ohio State, because they will put the ball in the end zone.
They go to the left for a nice game. Ohio State's got a guy behind center that can really do it all, Herbie. I mean, he's a dual threat. He can hurt you with his feet and his arm. With this guy, it's PYP. Pick your poison.
Of course, Titan throwing around the conspiracy theories is the one going for Trump for president. Awesome.
And down he goes at the 36.
All you got to say is sure, why not?
That makes it 3rd and 3.
I mean, honestly, it's either closing my eyes and picking a dude or just writing myself in as the president. Oh, Ohio State will not just walk into the end zone, so they are going to be tied up 4th and 5. And they're actually going to punt. That's interesting.
Credit those two defenses in that first quarter. Or
Titan, I'll take it to the papers. I don't care if I go down with you.
The Lobos in front, 3-0. And it's the offense that takes the field.
See, this is what I was waiting for. Going for it. 4th and 5. Ohio State. Braxton Miller. That's going to be a first down.
31-yard line.
Really nice
See,
play by the
playoffs,
receiver. Make sure he
baby.
has possession before trying
This
to
is
make
playoff
even a bigger
football.
play. That's all you need to do in that scenario.
I forgot Urlacher came from New Mexico.
They'll bring him down at the 28.
That's a gain of 3 on the play.
Yeah, you know, Titan, you're one of those dudes. I wouldn't go into business with you. Willing to burn down the house with you in it.
Quick throw, and he's got his man again.
Dontre Wilson again going to get down there. Going to be 1st and goal for the Buckeyes.
That makes it 1st and goal.
Everybody calling for the New Mexico win here. We're already looking for bracket busters. Bracket buffers, nice.
For a nice game.
Ezekiel Elliott's the only one hurt of note for anybody, so it's Curtis Samuel there. I'm assuming Ohio State shoves it in here.
Touchdown.
There we go.
Ohio State.
So it took a quarter, but Ohio State did score. So there will be no back-to-back shutouts, if there actually was one to begin with.
PAT. So a 9-play, 71-yard drive, and they get it in for 7.
Brad, I thought that was a textbook drive. I thought they did a really good job of showing balance, mixing the play calling with the run and the pass. Just an
I swear,
overall
Titan's about to start flying a banner over my house that says Player Flipper 55.
In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions.
Getting a very hostile night. Oh, Lamar Jordan, beautiful pitch. First down, New Mexico. Now I think I'm going to have to start rooting for New Mexico. Got to save my job here.
One thing that became very
Got
clear is
Slider
this
Gate
wide
going
receiver
on
not only
here.
can make great plays in the passing
Got
game,
me,
but they're gonna try to
got
do
me in
things
with
on
Hillary.
reverses and different things to give
Just
him
throwing
the
around the
ball.
slop here. I'm just,
What he can do and how explosive he can be.
I'm going down here.
He gets it out to about the 47-yard line.
People calling for my head.
That makes it 1st and 10.
I would never, ever want to be a coach. Speaking of people calling for my head.
All on the 47-yard line.
You know, most people, the good news with their job, most people. Unfortunately, I have been in that position before, in which your job is not very comfortable.
As they work the outside.
That's good for a gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd
The
and
Buckeyes had one of their key guys go down early, but it looks like he might be able to return.
Oh, God.
Here's the give. He makes it out to maybe the 43-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 3 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
It's 3rd down, and they're about the length of the football away from the first down marker. And this may be 4th down territory if they can't get a first down here. They go with the run, and he's taken down behind the line.
Titan, I always wanted to coach. Dude, why? That's all I got to say is why. When you say coach, I mean, are you talking about like D1? You talking about pros? Are you talking about something
Gets to about the
that you
41-yard
think is a little more laid back? It's such a huge,
line. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 41.
it's such a huge political thing. And everybody, you know, Everybody knows better than you. Everybody knows better. When things start going wrong, everybody knows better than you. And oh god, that would make me hate my career. I mean, I've been in the situation where things go wrong and everybody does think they know better than you and give you advice left and right and wonder why you're not doing it because, oh, I don't know. It just digs you further down the hole. But oh my god.
That makes it 3rd and 7.
Third down now, and they need to get it down to the 31.
Yeah, no, I won't even do it for high school. I've heard enough horror stories about high school. High school is no different as far as politics are concerned than the rest of the coaching world. The only difference in high school is there's more leeway.
Now he's scrambling.
And depending on where you're at, as long as you are
And this is the 11th play of the current drive.
teaching the kids right, they'll give you even more leeway. In some places, if you're not winning, it doesn't matter how upstanding your program is, you'll get booted. But I can't stand the political arena. I really can't.
10 yards to go. Ball on the
It just makes me want to just freaking grab people by their hair, pull them outside, and just start spanking them like they're my bitch. I mean, politics really, and when I'm talking about politics, I'm not talking about Democrats, Republicans. I'm talking about the typical crap that you find most places. You know, people sliding here, sliding there, giving you a little pat on the back, and then a twist of the knife. Touchdown, New Mexico. New Mexico goes back up by 3. We've got a game here, folks.
So the kicker will line up here and try to give his team a 3-point lead with this extra point. He makes the PAT. It was a 13-play, 76-yard drive, and they put up 7 points.
And Brad, right now, the offensive line just winning the battle in the trenches, opening up some big running lanes.
So our score, 10-7. He'll return it from the
Oh my
line.
God, that's too funny. So,
Boy, this has been a fun game to watch, going back and forth and back.
you vote New Mexico wins. I'm quitting. That's awesome.
Whoever has the ball last.
So Titans saying
There hasn't been too much
So
daylight
tight.
between
This
these
is
two
awesome.
teams. In games like
Titans
this,
saying
some players try to
that
press
their
too
middle
high
school
and
coach
cause
got
mistakes.
fired. Oh, that's awesome.
His way to the 46-yard
I mean,
line.
my high school fired our JV coach, but that's only because he got the equipment manager pregnant. Oh, but you know.
Behind the line.
Call it a loss of 2 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 12.
Second down, about 12 yards to go. Ball on the 44-yard
Diamond
line.
just throwing out conspiracy theories. Diamond, there's a funny
That quickly.
you got that
That makes it 3rd and 15.
oh, guy is shy. All right, man, you gotta go.
He heaves it deep. Missed him. And that'll make it 4th down.
On 3rd down, the defense was expecting the pass.
Yeah, but Titan, I know
They
the
defended the
dude
play
goes
very
1 and
well in
7,
the
2 and
second
6. Normally that does not matter in a high
After
school.
this punter.
Normally it doesn't matter in a high school setting,
And this one is a beauty.
or in a
Down he goes
in a middle
at the
school.
23.
As long as you're teaching the guys right, and the coaches at the next level have something to work with. That's where things really
And with so little
get
separation,
irritating,
this game can
is
be
when the
drastically
coaches
changed on
in
just
your
1 or 2
programs.
plays. New
So if I had a
Mexico
middle
is
school that fed
undefeated.
into high school, if I wasn't given the high school
And they make
some
the stop
kind
at
of
the 20.
foundation to work with the kids at in the next level, I could see that being a problem.
Mexico's gonna use their first time out of the half here.
You know, if we get out in middle school practice and we're playing,
2
freaking
minutes left in the half.
touch football and Nancy Pantsy dance 2000, whatever the hell we're doing, then yeah, I could definitely see an issue. But normally it's just, you know, are you doing the building blocks that somebody can work with down the line would be the only thing that I'd be looking for. And New Mexico, I cannot believe New Mexico. If New Mexico wins this would be a huge upset.
Tackle made around the 28-yard line. Ohio State will take a timeout. That's their second of the half. They've got 10 guys up. They're coming after the kick.
Yeah, all these coaches piddling around. Now, my issue, obviously,
Right now, this game's got all the makings of
the high school coaches piddling around with students is definitely not good.
You almost have a feel that maybe one of the
I would guarantee in college I'd probably have a little bit of a problem.
Now he tries to buy some time.
Who was it? Who was it? Coach from Missouri or something like that? Kept on getting photographed at college parties. Oh, God. I can see that being an issue.
And they push him out right around the 36-yard line.
Definitely not high school, though. That's too young. Hell, high school was too young when I was in high school.
From the 36-yard line. First down.
I had this little, you know, in high school.
He's going to go for the home run.
Oh, beautiful catch for a touchdown. That is awesome. In high school, I had this, the attractive girls to me were always, you know, right there at, you know, from 20 to 23. When I went to college, the attractive girls were always right there, 20 to 23.
Excellent kick.
Sorry, when I went in the Navy, after the Navy, you know, it just, that 20 to 23-year-old was always my window, and I don't know why.
In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions. Fires quick, tipped.
It's an intelligent play by the defender. All you have to do sometimes is get your hand on the ball.
Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 22-yard line.
All right, so New Mexico trying to hand Ohio State a huge loss and get U-Boat to quit this bracket.
And he's tackled right around the 30.
We shall see. It's definitely a lot closer than I thought. Oh, my God.
Brought down right around the 26-yard line. Ohio State's out of timeout.
If this offense keeps running at this guy, they're going to have to rethink some of their play calling.
Sanders to punt. He makes it out to midfield. Ohio State's offense is just clicking on all cylinders.
Ohio State's offense is starting to click on all cylinders. Sort of.
Everything is coming together for this offense.
They can do better. 41 seconds left to go. They could turn this into a two-score game real quick and start pulling away here from the Lobos.
They were going to be able to move the ball against this defense, and I think right now, I think they seem to, as I said earlier, they seem to be growing with their confidence with each possession.
And he's got it. Huge gain, and that sets him up nicely with a first and goal. Ohio State is up 4. Spikes the ball.
What's up, Lunatic? Lunatic, we've been absolutely...
From the 9-yard line. Second down.
We've been missing your prognostications of the score, man. 32 seconds left to go here. You probably would have predicted that Florida would have shut out Notre Dame in this... Oh, here we go. Ohio State pulling away. Here we go.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. With a 3-play, 50-yard drive, and they come away with a touchdown. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off.
And Titans back to give us more.
And it goes into
More
the end zone
conspiracy
for a
theories.
touchback.
Because New Mexico will not win, and it's going to prove that it is still rigged.
Their last drive broke down, and they punted. What do they have in store this time out? And he is drilled at the 33-yard line. The Lobos call a timeout. That's their second of the half. It's second down.
You know, lunatic, let me see here for a second. I was gonna. Crap. All right.
Scrambling around. Here's an opening. And down he goes around the 46-yard line. He made a real nice play on that one.
I'll tell you what, in today's game, you have to have the ability to run the football. Give the quarterback a lot of credit. He made a great play and really gave his team a boost.
Tries to scramble, but he's sacked.
Sacks the quarterback. Loss of 6 yards on the play.
Check. H Bruin.
Sorry, I'm doing something right now. I'm allowing.
He's at the 40, and he's taken down right around the 34.
Halloween's gonna be funny. All right.
Here.
You're not the one who does the damn caramel onions. Is that? You're not the one who brought that up, did you?
And we welcome you back to the action.
Or are you the
Just
bloody
about
tooth
set for the second half.
cupcakes, which actually sounds like a good
Got hold of
idea.
that kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, you damn passing caramel
The
onions.
offense
Ah,
took the field, and they've been
jackass.
moving very well on their last couple of drives.
so would egg your house. So would tear apart your car. Do something to you. Give me a caramel onion.
That's a tight end who's wide open out there. He's taken down at the 42.
All right, what am I looking for? Let me. So, Lunatic, I am putting this thing so you can be part of the brackets. I know we're a couple games in, but still,
They'll bring him down at about
you can still be part of the brackets. I know it's rigged. There's been games played. It happens.
There's a strike complete. He's tackled.
Ohio State pulling away as they should. Poor New Mexico. So New Mexico got in. The reason why you see New Mexico was because before the conference. Now here's how teams made the playoffs. Before the conference championship. This is before the conference championships are played. If you are the top 25 if you are on the top 25 of the BCS rankings, you were in. You were automatically in. And that's where New Mexico was. They were ranked. I think they were ranked 23rd, I believe, in the BCS. So that they were in. Now they lost the conference championship, but because they were top 25 before the BCS, that's why they're in here. So top 25 of the BCS and all conference champions automatically top 25 before the conference championships, and everybody who wins the conference championship, whether it's a conference championship game like Hawaii beating New Mexico, or regular season conference champion like Oklahoma, you're automatically in. And then there was, I think afterwards, this year there was only like 3 spots because a couple of, like New Mexico, a couple teams got in that lost their conference championship to somebody who was outside of the top 25.
Defenses nowadays are so tough when you get inside the red zone.
And he tacks on the extra point.
So so I think this year there was only like 3 at-large teams. You know, most years I've done tests. I did like through 6 seasons tests of just to see what the brackets would look like. This is before I started this, and most of the time there was 5 or 6 at-large teams. So normally it's more than that.
There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. Gibson on the run, and they hit him in the backfield. Second and long. Ball on the 20. And he throws it away.
All right. So our second game here in the first round. Ohio State wins. They go on to face the winner of LSU and USC. And that will probably be our third game that you guys can definitely vote for it when we get into the next quarter. We'll start voting. The choice is going to be USC, LSU, or Oregon, Lafayette. Guy left. He's a Trojan fan, so I was definitely gonna do USC for him. I mean, I think LSU USC is going to be a better game.
Well, the offense heading back out onto the field after that kick, hoping to turn this drive into another touchdown.
This offensive coordinator's got to be feeling so good about the execution that he's seeing from his quarterback and his wide receivers. Because, again, they put so much time into trying to put a plan together, and to be able to see that actually come into play makes you feel pretty good as a play call.
And I don't know what I'm doing anymore. There was actually a reason why I turned to my computer. I actually do something. Oh.
And he's immediately tackled.
For anybody who just got on here, I was going to post where you can find at least the bracket.
Tackle at the 39.
Jones tackles him in the backfield at the 39-yard line. That'll bring up second and 11.
So we'll see if Ohio State can basically slant. I mean, their defense is finally starting to stop New Mexico. The option was crushing them. Or not crushing, it was getting them to move the ball. New Mexico had some early shots to put things in the end zone, get points on the board. But this time, Ohio State's starting to put the clamps on. Actually, their offense is doing great. Braxton Miller is doing wonderfully. So at this point in time, it's got to be a little bit. It looks like we're heading to the next game. And there we go, 35-10 Ohio State. And we're talking about comebacks again. Titans looking for a Michigan State, Oklahoma style comeback every time now. And you know what? The funniest thing about it was that Fiesta Bowl that we had in that simulation. Ohio State coming back, or Miami coming back on Ohio State, forcing overtime. And then sure enough, we go back into that stadium for the national championship and have a game just like it.
You at least want to go down swinging.
So maybe just be that stadium.
From their own 25-yard line, it's second down.
Don't worry.
Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it.
Jones was the intended receiver on the play. That brings up third and 10.
Lunatic, I haven't quite gotten all the things around everything, so you actually sign into your account. Don't worry that it says actually like Flipper 55. As long as you go to the home page and sign in, there we go. Nice. And the way I told you to sign in, it'll take you to a bracket that you need to fill out.
When it rains, it pours. Are you kidding me? An interception, you're already.
And then you just fill that bracket out. That is your bracket. It really, obviously, when I get it finished up, it will say your name across the top. In fact, actually, you know what? That's actually one of the easiest things that I can do.
He makes his way
And I
to
probably
around
should do
28.
that. Nah, I'll get that. I'll get that done tomorrow night. Just put a quick name at the top of the bracket so you know which bracket you're looking at. But seriously, yeah, if you just put the sign in your name and go, you can do your bracket. You can't mess with anybody else's brackets right now because I've locked them out.
Gets out to around the 9.
So
He kept it himself
you should be all
and
right.
picked up a good-looking first down.
Great execution and a good decision there by the quarterback.
First down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line.
Everything's all work in progress, like we're all Greg Hardy, which I think that is.
Touchdown.
Oh my God, the Cowboys coach, unfortunately, Jason Garrett. There we go. It's like his name escaped me for a second.
Run by the quarterback.
Garrett gets up there talking about Hardy and talking about how he's a work in progress. We all work in progress. Everybody in this room's a work in progress.
He makes the PAT.
It,
A short 3-play, 38-yard drive.
He's right.
Results in a touchdown. Everyone's all lined up and ready.
I mean,
for kickoff. He kicks it off. And
he
he's
is
all
right.
over that one.
we all are a work in progress.
This one's going to be down in the end zone for a
But the whole
touchback.
point
New
is
Mexico's getting stomped right now. They're unable to get anything
a
going
car
here in the
that runs really well, a car that you love, that's sitting in the garage, could be your work in progress because you change out the radio, you put in new speakers. That's a work in progress that some of us are at.
He's got room to work.
Greg Hardy is at the work in progress of Chernobyl. So yeah, everything's a work in progress. We all work in progresses, but there are different levels of work in progress, all right? And there's different danger zones of people who are works in progress. Every prisoner in our penitentiary is theoretically a work in progress. So, you know. Titan's still calling for my job.
Well, the defense has to be very frustrated there. They did everything. They got to the quarterback. In fact, it looked like they had a chance to bring him down for the sack, and somehow he's able to throw the ball away.
3rd and 10. Ball on their own 35. Passes. Tight end's
New
got
Mexico trying to come back here with 3 minutes left to go. And I'm sitting here watching the Cardinals hoping Carson Palmer has a great passing day, and every time I look down, Chris Johnson is running just nasty all over the Ravens.
Got hit and still completed it.
Pretty nice pickup here. These guys are getting very tight on their timing.
Oh well.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
From the 37-yard line. 2nd down. And he just gets rid of it.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
God. Oh, I'm gonna give it to hell to the victor with a beautiful statement. It shocks me that a guy who beats up his girlfriend is a bad teammate.
And it's caught, and he's brought down.
I love it.
Picks up 6 yards with
Oh, oh
It
God.
looks like they're going to try for the long field goal.
But he's not, man. He's a leader.
He gets it up. That's a tough break there for the kicker.
It doesn't matter what the distance
Oh,
is.
leader.
It's just
Jesus.
So
If that-
cold
it
out
also-
there,
I mean,
it's
that's a-
hard to make any type of field goal.
So now the offense
If
comes
that's
back
going to be
out,
your leader in the
the same
clubhouse, I'm going to
success
tell you
they
right
had in the
now,
last drive.
there's
Ohio
no,
State up big
we
right
don't
now.
have to ask why Dallas is
Into the
doing
tailback,
bad.
and he's met in the backfield.
No gain on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
That dude definitely can change a game. He can definitely change a game, but man, oh
It's
man.
2nd down.
He can also change your team's personality and, cause poison. I mean,
And he just gets rid of it.
Terrell Owens, Randy Moss, even though I'm not even putting Greg Hardy in that kind of, I'm not putting those guys in with Greg Hardy. People like Terrell Owens, not Randy Moss. Randy Moss had a little bit of issues. He did actually, he did nudge a cop out of the way with his car, so, we're getting closer to some kind of an issue. But those guys are more knuckleheads. You know, and I don't mind a knucklehead. I was one. As long as you're not really, if you crush your career because you're a knucklehead, you crush your career because you're a knucklehead. I mean, Johnny Manziel, same thing. He's a knucklehead.
Not a whole lot's been working for them so far. They should
The fact they got a screaming match with his girl, I don't know if he hit her or not. I can't remember what the hell the whole thing was, but I know his girl obviously was in a screaming match. But for the most part, all of his antics I've seen, he's just a knucklehead, much like Terrell Owens, just a knucklehead. Ain't got a problem with that.
It's second down.
It is what it is. You want to sabotage your own career? You want to sabotage your own career.
Great job by the defense at getting after that quarterback. And right now, I think they've got him with some happy feet. He appears to be a bit rattled.
Pac-Man still got some.
Across the middle.
He's still got some on-the-field skills.
Great job here by the defense to knock that football away.
But, you know, slamming Amari's head into the helmet, yeah, it's an issue.
Sanders to punt.
I think Pac-Man was more of a.
Tackle made.
Well, I don't know.
Kirk, this senior
He was following,
quarterback's been
you know,
impressive in a lot of ways.
Boy, he's really
CC's advice and getting fall guys and stuff, so all the stupid antics at strip clubs when things went sour.
You know, he's one of those quarterbacks that has the ability.
And that's
to
just
push
the
with his
thing,
arm
man.
and his
These
legs.
dudes,
So if
and I,
protection breaks down, he's got
you know, there's a
the
little bit
ability
of. I
to
do have a
field
little
and
bit of
throw
empathy for the
touchdowns
guys.
we've
I
seen
do
here
have a little.
today.
The only reason why I have empathy for the guys is just the fact: what is your mindset when you continually do stupid things? And I've been part of this. You do stupid things and you think the world's against you, and when you do stupid things and the world calls you out, you just think they're against you. Now, I've been part of it. Now, I haven't taken it to the level of some of these guys have. I would hope before I got to that level of horribleness, and I have had some bad life choices. But I would hope that when I went to the level of the fact that there were shootings when I went to strip clubs and started throwing around the dollars, I would hope that that would make me reevaluate just what the hell am I doing.
Here's an opening. Knocked out of bounds around the 41-yard line.
Call it a gain of 10 yards. That'll make it second and inches.
And Pac-Man,
We enter
the
fourth
dude,
quarter, and this one might be over. Ohio State's got a huge lead.
Pac-Man
Not
definitely
sure
got some
there's any
skills.
hope for a comeback here in the fourth quarter, but Kirk and I are praying.
and he's probably going to be good enough. He's probably going to be one of those guys who
Nice run, and he's brought down.
they switch back to safety when he doesn't have the legs anymore.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 35-yard line. He makes it out to maybe the 33-yard line.
Call it a gain of 2 yards. That makes it second and 8.
But we'll see. We'll see where he goes, how he does. Doing well for Cincinnati, and Cincinnati, cannot wait till they're finally out in the first round of the playoffs. Stop listening about them.
Incomplete, and that wasn't the greatest pass in the world.
Well, I don't know how anybody can throw a great pass while getting drilled like that.
Third down now, and they need to get it to the 25.
42-10. So this is more like it.
Throws incomplete.
All right, so is everybody in agreement that next game USC LSU, or do you actually want to? Well, last game of the night USC LSU, or do you guys actually want to watch Oregon whoop up on Louisiana Lafayette?
Fires out to his receiver. What a play, and that'll set up a first and goal.
Whichever game we don't pick, obviously, is going to go straight to YouTube. I will actually remember to capture it. That's for damn sure.
Play of this drive.
Seeing that it'll be the only thing that I have to do.
And down he goes at the 1-yard line.
That's too funny. Big Kansas deal trying to
Second down and goal. 1 yard to the goal line.
trying to be funny. Who's setting up the whole Pac-Man just being rebellious. Apparently he had a quote. I've never heard it. Apparently he had a quote meant to say rebellious instead of rebellion. Well, he probably meant to say rebellion.
To make a play like that. That's well done.
And this is the 11th play of the current drive.
I mean, obviously, of all these stupid quotes in the world, my alma mater has the one that's the quote heard round the world with good old Shackelford saying that he is amphibious.
Converts the extra point. So an 11-play, 75-yard drive. And it's good
Which
for
is just
7 points.
beautiful,
Johnson
absolutely beautiful.
set to kick this one away.
So yeah, NC State taught us well, didn't it?
This one,
Good old
great
amphibious.
kick. And they can forget about returning this one. The deficit is huge, but as a player, you never want to slow down your effort. Believe me, coaches notice the ones who aren't trying that hard.
So we're now at 49 to 10.
No good.
If I'm a coach and I have a
I think at
running
this
back
point I
like
can
that who
write
makes
in
an
Ohio
error
State
by just
as
running out of
the
bounds for
winner.
no reason, you know where he is? He's standing on the sidelines next
Not
to
like
me.
I'm engraving the
Backups
claret
in the
jug.
game trying to
I
make
could
the
definitely
play.
take this back without having to scrub the name off, which is, dude, that has got to be,
He's scrambling.
I mean, that's got to be just horrible.
Slides down.
Now, I don't know how many of you
What
guys
was the
watch
snap
golf, but
decision when you decide to tuck
I
it
mean, to
wrong?
have
That
your
play
name
was
already
definitely the right
on
moves. He got
the
the
British
first down
Open
after a nice
trophy,
game.
and then to have somebody have to scratch it off.
Ball on their own 37.
Oh. Only happened once that I know of. I mean, that'd be like, you know, the Stanley Cup, having to start erasing names off the Stanley Cup. That'd be too funny.
He's taken down at the 27-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 9 yards. That makes
5 minutes left to go.
It's second down, and they're about 2 yards away from
And
the
I'm
6.
surprised Titan isn't calling for the comeback is real. We're at a 39-point lead with 5 minutes left to go, and the fourth is just a wee bit too much to come back from, even in Titans' eyes.
gain of 6 yards. First down.
Got it, and brought down immediately.
Makes the reception. Called on the tackle at the 15-yard line.
But they did put up more points than Florida did on Notre Dame, so they got something here. It was the experience of the playoffs. They got to experience the playoffs. That's what it's all about,
They'll knock him
right?
down for a loss.
I mean, that's what they say every March Madness when the poor 16 seed goes up against, you know, Kentucky. It was an experience they'll never forget.
It's the 9th play of the drive.
Having been bent over by a team in front of tens of thousands in the stadium and millions at home is an experience that I will never forget.
4th down, and the offense is still on the field.
Diamond, the funniest thing you guys saw or heard in an interview. Jeez.
That's a great tackle at the 22. There's a
I got like brain block because like all 58 of them are coming to mind.
They've seen plays like that all season long. They can't
They got into the end zone
I think,
last time. Let's see if
I
they
don't know.
can
There are
match that
so
on
many
this
good
possession.
ones.
They just seem like they've been in the end zone time and time again. There's not much negative you can say about this.
Grundy
performance.
going off
Quickly, and he's
on
got
that
a
dude
tackle at the 44.
and yelling, "I'm a man, I'm 40" is up there for me.
It's first down
And I love that he
now
did
after
it.
Picking up some great yardage through the air.
And sticking up for his players, I think that's awesome. But at the same time, it doesn't matter if I love the fact that you did it. I will still make fun of you.
Right around the 30.
I think that is without a doubt one of the better ones. It wasn't actually in an interview. NBA before the NBA Live, Charles Barkley, and I'm not quite too. I don't think he's that fond of Kobe. The host, whoever the host is that wears a damn buck tie. Yes, sir, Shaker. Go ahead. I want to know something. I will continue rambling. But the host was talking about Kobe and what he plays through, and the host is like, man, have you ever seen it? Have you seen his fingers? Because they're all gnarled up and playing basketball and all that. And Barkley looks at the guy and goes, that's all NBA players. That's all NBA players. I mean, look at this one. And he holds up his finger to the camera, which is crooked, but it's his middle finger. And he's basically flipping off the camera and getting away with it. I love it. Oh, that's up there with some of the funny moments.
He makes his way out to about the 9.
That's a gain of 9 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
Love is good. Yes, love is good. Earth Shaker busting out with a love is good. Love is always good. Until you find love in bed with your nephew. Then it's not that good.
And he carries the ball for a nice gain. First and goal from the
And actually,
5,
true story in a second. I think maybe we'll
just over a minute in the 4th quarter.
maybe we'll wait for the 3rd and final game here to bust out with story time about
Tackle made at the 2-yard line.
the nephew reference. Not my nephew.
And this is the 8th play of the drive.
Oh God. See, this game is almost over. Need a little time to discuss this one. Very funny-ish story.
Touchdown, Ohio State.
And of course, Ohio State's got to get in there, get that final score in there. 56-10 looks like it will be the score.
And he tacks on the extra point. A nice 8-play.
Oh, speaking of being younger.
And they add 7 points to the scoreboard. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He just drills this one. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
Michael Jordan's reference about whether
Well, late in the 4th quarter,
Colby
this
could
game has
take
been
him.
over for a long time, and now we just want to get out of here like these two teams do.
And Colby's like, I don't know, I think he could beat me now. Leaving no doubt that in his prime he knew he could just whoop Kobe.
This quarterback needs to be careful not to use his arm strength to try to force things, because that's when mistakes happen.
From their own 25-yard line. 2nd down. Wide open. He drops it.
Incomplete. Jones is the intended receiver on the play. That brings up 3rd and 10.
Come on, D. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Come on.
Set. Oklahoma.
Well, a nice stop there late in the 4th quarter, but this game, quite frankly, has been over for a long time. And
I'm surprised Ohio State did not. I'm surprised Urban Meyer isn't calling a timeout now and make sure that he gets another shot at a touchdown.
And it seemed to confuse the offense.
The sack makes this a 4th and very long. Marshall is back awaiting the punt. Tries to get around the corner. He's tackled at the 33.
And that is it. So game 2 is in the books. Ohio State will take on the winner of LSU uses USC, which will be our final game of the night.
This game up, Kirk, what final thoughts do you want to share?
Well, there is no question as to who the better team was today, Brad. New Mexico came into this one a little timid, worrying too much about what their opponent was going to do and not executing their own game plan. Once they fell behind, they really seemed to lose their focus, and then it just got really ugly.
And here we go. Just going to go quickly through this. Player stats, all that fun stuff. Lamar Jordan did mostly on the ground. But then again, 56-10. It really doesn't matter now, does it? Braxton Miller, 303, 3 touchdowns. There you go. That is 116 yards rushing. That is going to give whoever wins between USC and LSU, that is going to give them nightmares.